What's up, YouTubers? This is Nathan Pearson, and this is Osteophysiology. So this is the first episode, but I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I like to fish with and I find effective here in Northwest Illinois. So I think the first thing we're going to go with is fish aren't biting, or I can't seem to find fish, or even like when it's cold out. It's mid-March right now, and the fish are just really tentative to bite. I think I'm going to go with the old grub twister tail. I mean, the thing I like about this, you're not going to catch big fish, but you are going to find the fish, get on them, and then you can switch to a bigger or like more impressive bait. The second thing I like to throw when it's cold is crawdads. I mean, this is what I grew up throwing. I mean, I didn't start bass fishing until a couple of years ago, and this is like what I threw. Every day I went out there, I was throwing the craws. They're reaction innovation craws, and I mean, they're like the Donald Trump of all baits. I mean, there's nothing bad about them. I seem to hit more big bass on this any way that I throw it than anything else I have. But that's just in my area, and I just think it's something that the fish aren't used to seeing, because it's just like a white trash color by Reaction Innovations, and I find it works great in my area. Next one. I don't have a package for this, but it's Gary Amato Cinco. I mean, it works 90% of the time when there's fish in the area. I don't think I've ever seen a fish follow it and then not hit it. It's just one of those baits that just gonna key on. And I know what you guys are thinking, how do you guys throw this? Well, I just throw a wacky rig, so it's just floating in the water like this. I throw a weightless most of the time with a very small hook. But I've also seen like Jojo Bars, he likes to Nico rig his and put a weight in the bottom of it, so it gives that more of a approach like that. It's a winner. The next one I like to throw is a Super Fluke. Super Fluke is also another weightless approach I like to use when it's just slow or it's overcast, and I guess more of a summertime bait, because I like to work it on top, like 3-4 inches underneath the water, and just watch them blow it up, because it's one of like my favorite baits to throw. But when I'm catching them on this on top water, like, it's unbeatable. I can't throw on something else and catch just as many fish as this. This is like my #1 summertime bait. Now you guys are looking at this and you guys are like, oh, looks a lot like the Spook. Well, yes, it is a lot like Spook. Same action, same walking motion, same everything. I mean, this one, the only thing different is has a little bit of rattle in it. It's a sexy dog walker that I like. You can find it on Tackle Warehouse, anywhere else. I mean, that's not a big deal. This one, I'll be surprised if most of you guys have ever seen this. This one's called a Crazy Crawler by Hedden. I need to replace the hooks on this because I just bought it, and these hooks aren't the best, but they're still pretty sharp. But my favorite part is this mid-morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's when I like to throw this. I like to throw this over rock piles and stuff, because it stays on top of the water, and it's so annoying to them because it just makes a constant popping sound. It's almost like a chatterbait, but it's on top. And it's one of my favorite things to throw when the fish are really hitting top water, because when they come at this, it's not like they want to eat it, or if they've ever seen something like it before. It's just so annoying that they want it gone, so they just hit it and they smash it really. This is probably what I'll be throwing the most right now. It's a Rattle and Trap by Rapala. I mean, the walleye are coming in because it's nice and cold out. I mean, the water temperature is like 40, 41 degrees, and I just can't catch fish right now. It's just so hard for me. I'll fish for hours and that wind just gets to you. It's cold and you just finally give up. Well, this is the thing I found that they hit on first, and it's just a great bait all year round. KVD hooks. Now you guys are wondering, oh yeah, you can throw this on anything, but what I like to do with this is I like to Texas rig most of my baits. I mean, so you take this smaller beaver right here, you just want to put the sharp end of the hook into there about half an inch, and then come back out on top. Can you see that there? Then you're gonna wanna push this all the way through up to the eye. Then you're gonna wanna flip the hook around and stick it back in there. I like to keep the point kind of flush with the top of the bait, just because it gives you a weedless approach you can throw in a lot of places. You can throw up underneath logs and your bait's just gonna bounce off. It's not gonna hook up on there. And you guys are like, well, is he gonna throw this weightless? Well, no, that's where this comes in. I like to throw bullet sinkers. I mean, I feel that I don't get snagged quite as much using this than as I do when I use like a jig head. Jig heads are fine, and I mean, they have their purposes, but I like to stay away from them as much as possible unless I'm vertical jigging for walleye or I'm just throwing a little grub. So this is my Abu Garcia. I mean, it's one of my oldest reels. I think it is my oldest reel. And my friends are always like, man, you need to trade up. You got some money in your pocket. You need to go buy a new reel. And I guess it kind of offends me because this reel works so well. I think that's one of the first magnetic drag systems that Abu ever came out with. And it's just so versatile and it never quits on me. I never seem to have any problems with it. I throw it with all my baits. I mean, backflashes are like never a thing for me. And that's what is key in a rod. Something that you can continuously fish and not have to worry about its performance. Now you guys are wondering what this rod is. It's a 7-foot carrot rod by Wild Black. I mean, it's an all-round pole, medium heavy action. I like to throw at pretty much anything I use. It's just an all-around average pole. It's not really expensive. It's like $80-some on the market. You can find it pretty much anywhere you look, any big. And I've used it for like 3 or 4 years now, and it just seems like it's my best option. Okay guys, so you guys are wondering, it's mid-spring, why am I doing this as my first episode? You should be out there catching fish. Well, we can't really find the fish right now. It's been pretty cold lately, like 30 degrees, and then it'll get up to 55 degrees, and you think, oh sweet, I can go fishing. Well, the fish just aren't out of their holes yet. They're all grouped up and everything. So just hang with me. The next episode will be fishing, and I guarantee you I'll catch some fish. Thanks for watching.